again. This is the second part of this review and recording for the Glasshütte original Senator Perpetual calendar. In this part, I will show how to set properly the complications of the perpetual calendar so that it works correctly. And then after that, I will show how to set correctly and easily the moon phase. All right. So let's start with that. I take the watch and very first things we have. It's just a few steps to do that, and then it will be properly set up. The very first step we need to do is to move the hours ends to at least 5, 6 in the morning. So to do this, I rotate them to make sure I needed to go through once through 12 o'clock to see if we are in the morning or in the afternoon. Okay, now we are in the afternoon, so I needed to go one more round because it has to be the 6 in the morning. And this is because you should never change any of the indications here, meaning the it can also be 5. It's okay. You should not change any of the indications, meaning the date, the month, and the day of the week, and the moon phase between 7 p.m. and 1 a.m. Okay. If you do that, you risk to force some of the gears while they are already engaged in the change of the date. There is a lot of moving around done to make sure by the movement to make sure that the date is updated properly, and in months like for instance the February in a non-leap year where you have only 28 days, actually within a few hours it will have to change the date from 28 to 29 to 30 to 31st and to 1 and to the 1st of the next day. So it's a lot of movement going on there, and it's starting a little bit earlier. It's starting at 7 p.m. and for February it's actually starting at 5 p.m. So make sure you are in the morning 5, 6, 4, 8 before you do any changes. Of course, the ends can be moved, can be adjusted as you please whenever you want. Okay, so now we have the hour, the ends in place. The first things to do at this point is to advance the date. You see here the date to the 31st. So let's do that. I have to change end here. It is this correct here. So yeah, let's go forward to 31st. And now I missed the pusher, yeah. Okay, so now we are at the 31st. The next we have to do is we have to find the right leap year here. You see right now it's white. That's because it's the third year after the leap year. And right now we are in 2025, that it's the first year after the leap year, and there should be yellow. So what we have to do is two things at the same time. We need to push the month corrector here, because every time we cycle the months, the 12 months, then the year will change. And at the same time, we need to position the month to the month previous to the month we are now. So right now it's the 12th of January, as I said before. So we have to stop actually at December of the year before, which means then that we will stop at December of the leap year. Let's go on. Yeah, you see that after it's white now. After December, January, it turns red. Now this is the leap year. So there was last year, 2024. Let's go on. And stop here, December. It's the month before where we want to be. We want to be in January 2025. So if I push once more, we will be in January, and the indicator here will turn yellow as it should be. But to do the correct setup, you just have to stop 1 month before. All right? So now we go back to the days, and we change the date until we reach the correct date. Today it's the 12th. And as you see, when I push the first push I do, now it's changed. 1st of January, and the leap year has become yellow. You see? So let's go on and go to the 12th. So now date, month, and leap year, they are all synchronized, and the watch from here on, the watch will keep them synchronized. The last thing to do now is to push to correct which day is, day of the week. So let's go to the correct day of the week. It's a Saturday. Sunday. One more. Yeah. So the watch is set up now. All the settings are correct, and we don't need to do anything anymore with it. We don't need to move it. I will show you soon after this one how to set up the moon phase. Of course, we still need to put the correct time. So let's go to watch what time it is now. Right. Yeah. And that's it. The watch will take care of everything. You will never have to wonder about this date, at least the settings, at least until year 2100. The centenary, 2100, 200, 300, and so on, they are exceptions because even they should be leap years, they're not leap year. So when you get to that time, you will have to manually adjust by using the corrector. But you don't need to go through the whole procedure. You just adjust the day and you're gone. What you do if you leave the watch and runs out of reserve, of power reserve, and it stops, and then maybe you pick it up some days later. Again, it's already synchronized, so you don't have to do anything else but go here and advance with this one, advance the days until you get to the correct day. All the rest, the month, day of the week, leap year, everything will follow in the right synchronization. Okay, so it's not difficult. It's easy actually to set up. The best things with this watch is that it's possible to set up. There are other watches with the perpetual calendar complication that if you set it, if you by mistake set them wrong, you have to send it back to the factories because you can't adjust it yourself. So this is much more flexible. That is how to set up in an easy way the moon phase. Often I had people asking me, how should I do to set up the moon phase? It's difficult to know exactly where the moon is, and should it be... Yeah, I mean, looking at the moon doesn't help very much, I must say that. But it's actually, it's very, very easy. So here is how to do. You take the watch, as I said before, the moon phase corrector is the one in the middle here, right there. Yes. See if I, okay. And you push it until the moon is coming there, and this exactly in the middle. So it's full moon, right? Okay, so once you put it on full moon, then you go on a site called timeanddate.com. I will put on the video the address so you can see, and maybe also a screenshot. And you see on this site, you check when was the last full moon in your location. It's important that you tell to the site where are you located, because there are a few small differences depending on the equator and whether you are north or south and so on. So you say where you are, and we tell you when the last full moon was. So in my case, I'm placed in Denmark, and this is the last time there was a full moon here was the 15th of December. Then you have to see how many days are gone from 15th to December to today. If you don't want to take a calendar and do the math yourself, on the same side there is a day calculator where you write what is the first date, the 15th of December, what is the second date, that's today, 12th of January, and then it will tell you that it's gone 28 days between. You don't have to include today, otherwise it would be 29, and that's wrong. Without including today, that's 28 days. But the site, in fact, asks you if you want to include or not the last day. You say no, and it says 28 days. That's all. Then you take your pin and your tool, and sorry, there was one, and go to your corrector and push 28 times. Okay, 1. I'm sorry, a little bit difficult while I'm looking both at the screen and the watch and the camera. So again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. And that's exactly the moon phase for today, which probably was the very worst day to do such an example, because a full phase for the moon is 29 days, 0.5. So 28 days is almost a full moon again. So we started with full moon and we ended up with almost a full moon. But you can see it's missing the last click there. All right. So that is how you set exactly the moon phase for your watch in an easy way. So that's all. That was all for. If you found this video useful, please do not forget to push the buttons to like it, share it, add your comments, and even better, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All the best, Alex.